Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Ressa, and this is your 6 p.m. wrap. The Philippines Commission on Elections First Division dismisses all disqualification cases against presidential candidate Rudy Duterte. In a unanimous ruling, Comelec First Division commissioners say complaints against Duterte are without merit. Duterte faced 3 disqualification cases over a mistake committed by his political party in filing a certificate of candidacy last October. His party mate Martin Dino filed his candidacy for president for PDP Laban, but the staff mistakenly attached a second page to Dino's COC saying he's running for mayor of Pasay City. Among Comelec First Division's findings, Dino's COC for president and Duterte's substitution were valid, and Duterte did not commit material representation in his COC. Duterte thanks Comelec for dismissing all the disqualification cases. The U.S. presidential race shifts from Iowa to New Hampshire for the first primary elections. Hillary Clinton braces for a tough Democratic Party battle in New Hampshire, which is Bernie Sanders' bailiwick. In the Republican battle, Ted Cruz rolls into the state fresh from his Iowa caucus's victory, while Donald Trump wants to prove he can win the state with a promising lead. New Hampshire will hold nomination votes a week from now. In Iowa, Clinton won against Sanders by a slim margin, while Cruz beat Trump in the Republican caucuses. China urges the Philippines to be, quote, flexible and intelligent like the monkey as depicted in Chinese astrology. Chinese Ambassador Zhao Xinhua makes the statement at the Chinese New Year reception he hosted for Philippine officials, adding relations with the Philippines remained stable in 2015 despite difficulties. The dispute over the South China Sea or the West Philippine Sea continues to strain bilateral ties between the two countries, but Zhao says China is committed to a peaceful settlement through dialogue and negotiation. The Philippines and China claim parts of the disputed waters, along with Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Indonesia's trust in the government dropped 7 points since President Jokowi came to power in 2014. An Edelman Global Trust study says Indonesia's trust in the government now sits at 58% from 65% last year. Trust in institutions across the world rise from 55% in 2015 to 60% in 2016. Indonesia is the world's largest archipelago with over 14,000 islands and the 4th most populous nation with over 250 million people. United States officials report the first Zika case transmitted by sexual contact. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention confirms the case and cites another case of the Zika virus being present in a man's semen after it disappeared from his blood. In Southeast Asia, President Jokowi schedules a meeting to discuss prevention efforts. Indonesian professor Herawati Sudoyo says the first Zika virus was detected in Indonesia as early as 1977, but there's never been an outbreak. Zika has alarming links to microcephaly and a rare neurological disorder called guillain-barre syndrome. WHO forms a global response unit to contain the virus, while French pharmaceutical giant Sanofi begins its research for a vaccine. That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Watch our updates at 12 noon and 6 p.m. I'm Maria Ressa. Remember, tomorrow begins today.